Welcome to Salt Labyrinth. I'm Hank. With me is Ben.
Am I? Am I with you? Are we here?
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's good. Happy to be here. What comic did we end up deciding on?
Black Canary and Zatanna. I forget the subtitle.
Bloodspell.
Bloodspell.
You may have not. I know, you've read comics for a long time, but you don't always pick up the subtext. It was called Bloodspell because they did a spell that was based on blood, just in case that passed you. Yeah. What'd you think? This was a new one for both of us.
Yeah, it was fine. I consumed it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever think about it again, but
yeah, I had a good time. That's kind of the same spot I'm in. I didn't think it was bad. I think the thing that will stick with me the moment was the bit in the toy store. Black Canary's oh yeah, we have all these action figures that we agreed to do if all the profits go to charity. We don't see a cent. Sorry you weren't involved, Zatanna. You must have been off that day or whatever. And fucking Zatanna has her own line of shit, but it's not to charity.
It is not to charity. No.
Oh, that was a good bit.
She's a working magician.
Yeah, man.
And a superhero. She's both.
Yeah. She's pulling those monkeys out of a hat for orphans.
Uh-huh.
I'll be real.
I don't know.
I thought Black Canary was a villain going into this. Or not a full villain, but kind of a in-between or something. Yeah. Go figure.
She's also a legacy character.
Oh, yeah?
Technically, I think.
I've
but I
never
think
heard of her.
I think it's just her. There was an older Black Canary who's her mom or something.
Yeah, that tracks. The other good bit from this was
because Black Canary's from 1947.
Oh shit, that's even earlier.
The original, yeah.
Them walking out of whatever, not
She fought crime with Gotham City Detective Larry Lance.
Does that dude ever come back? Larry Lance.
Following the New 52 reboot, Larry Lance was reestablished as Kurt Lance.
Yeah, what an improvement.
A version of Larry Lance renamed Quentin Lance was in the TV show Arrow.
Yeah, that tracks. Didn't we see this Arrow somewhere? The design looked familiar. Was he in something that we read recently-ish?
Green Arrow?
I guess.
Not that I remember.
I'm probably getting him confused with someone else then. Like a one-off character or something that just looked a bit similar or whatever. I think Zatanna's shtick is really cool, but also it makes my head hurt, reading it.
Just reading the backwards words?
Reading the backwards words, because I want to read them frontwards, and I want to know how they sound. I end up trying to read it both ways at once, and it doesn't work.
You have to practice very hard to be able to pronounce them correctly backwards.
Dude, I was thinking about it. I'm like, she has to have a repertoire of the common ones, right? Stop. Potts is definitely up there, right? That has to be a key. But then you have the fucking random ones. It's oof. I assume it gets easier over time, but I was like trying to do it on the fly, and it's no good.
It's much easier to write.
Yeah. The little bit we had when they were in oh shit, I forget the exact name of the city with Granny. What is it? Is it? No, it's not
Apocalypse. It's a planet.
It's literally just
the
Apocalypse.
planet is Apocalypse, but it's spelled weird.
I knew. Yeah, the weird spelling was freaking me up. That was pretty cool. Like that she can do it, but with like sign language or whatever. That's a neat thing.
Language is language.
Yeah, man.
His language. Backwards sign language.
Backwards sign language. The cowards didn't draw it out, though. I noticed.
They didn't. No, that's too hard.
Yeah. The bit about them going into I don't know if it's a lingerie store or whatever, but like walking out, they're like, we should get a discount because we go through so many of these. Like they're buying the fishnets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's constantly torn. I think overall, like the thing I liked from this was just like them hanging out. Like it was fun.
Yeah.
Just they're out in a mall, just taking a bath, shooting.
That is
the
a
shit.
part of comic books that I enjoy. The characters are just hanging out.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the thread. Either hanging out or the other one. I thought it was like a duo, which could just be Batman and Robin or something, but like just two people like tag teaming a thing, because we've done group stuff, no shortage of that, and we've done solo stuff, but like we're dynamic duo is a pretty popular thing.
There's a whole. There's both companies have had just team up books.
Yeah. So I think that
there's DC had Brave and the Bold, and Marvel had Marvel 2-in-1, which was generally the thing, teaming up with someone for a while.
Interesting. I mean, I'm down for either. I don't feel a specific tug towards DC necessarily, but I think just something like still more in the. I'm not ready to go into the Edge side yet fully. So I think like more fun stuff. I completely forgot until just now. This was overall I think fun, but like man, those women died. That was kind of no good.
Yeah, that woman jumped on that boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canary did not stop for her.
That's what I mean. That kind of aided the villain perspective for like the in between. But yeah, that was rough. The girl in the pool wasn't quite as bad because like they got there late, I guess.
Yeah,
it's still a little rough. But
writing it so that she gets there in time and then just fails.
And there was like
her from jumping is a rough one for a superhero comic book. That's fun.
Yeah. And like the rest of it was fine. Like it was just those like such weird moments.
Yeah, I don't know. That one felt like someone who's written too many kids cartoons and is like, I can fucking do this here.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop me.
And I thought they were
or someone will stop me and then I'll rewrite it or whatever, but nobody did.
Yeah. And because it was like a pretty like they didn't dwell on it at all, which felt weird.
Nope.
I guess in the like because of
no,
the
I really couldn't read it as anything other than like someone who's been doing this too long.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Man, getting the fucking like falling off the boat and getting dragged under, that's a fear.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
Yeah. I also spent a lot of time on boats. So, like,
Sure.
it's that weird area of both I'm more comfortable around them, but also more scared because of, like, frequency.
Mm-hmm. There was one time I was on the dock, the boat, and I tried to cut a corner, and then I was in the water.
Yep. Yep, that'll happen.
I think that's the only time I've fallen in on a boat, though, like or around a boat. I've jumped in the water to like swim while we were stopped.
Yeah.
That's different. We had ropes out and stuff.
The only
We get
the only bad time potentially bad time I've had was we were on the dock and our dad was on a wave runner like spraying us, right? And it was super cool. We were all having a great time. I lost track of like where the dock ended, and he did like a huge spray, and like it between the force of that and me not being aware of where I was, like I fell off towards a big steel boat lift. So like that could have been bad, but it wasn't.
mm-hmm.
But that was the last time we did that.
Sure.
Yeah, gotta be careful with boats.
Yeah, they're like large vehicles.
Yeah, go figure.
They have like engines in them.
And they like if they're big, they displace a lot of water, and that's a thing people sometimes don't think about.
True, people don't realize how dangerous water can be.
Dude, have you seen the video of the guy in the jet ski going by like a huge vessel? He nearly gets fucking pulled under because it's like a giant thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Those
like
boats displace a lot of water.
yeah, man, fucking big things. So yeah, like rip that girl, I guess. I thought the resolution was pretty fun.
They turned her into a pigeon.
Well, the fact that first they turned the pigeon into a fake Zatanna. She's like, what the fuck? There's no human soul in here. Like that was
that's right.
Fucking, yeah,
It's fake me. Got.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, it was a good way to get her.
Yeah, but they just like fucking release the pigeon, and it's like the only thing you're a threat to now is statues. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just solid, but also ephemeral. In some, like it's not stand out to me.
Yeah.
But it's just enjoyable.
Yeah. If I remember, it'll probably just be because it's like the first Zatanna thing I've read.
Sure.
Even that's not like technically true, but I don't know. There's other stuff we've read. Like there's a thing we read with Jesus. Is it Spider-Man or Deadpool or both? The only thing I remember is I think Spider-Man. I think being in like an empty white nothingness and there's someone there and he has like an old sandwich in his pocket. Like gives the dude a sandwich or a hamburger or something.
I don't remember what that is.
That's all. Like, yeah, I have no idea anything else from that comic, or if I do, I don't connect it to that. So it's just
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was a hamburger in a void. Watch, check this. Spider-Man, nothingness. I think it was a hamburger, not a sandwich. Oh, boom, he's done it. Pocket hamburger, Secret Wars #6.
Oh, it's Secret Wars. Wait.
How do you forget you have a hamburger in your pocket? We've been busy. It's a hamburger. And then there's a dude hanging up signs.
There's a lot of things that happened in Secret Wars that I remember on top of that, okay?
I don't remember anything else offhand.
That's hilarious. What about when Doctor Doom rips out Thanos' skull and spine?
Even that, that's like a loose. I remember it like now that you say it, I remember us talking about it, but I don't like remember the panel. Secret
Weird.
Wars,
Whatever.
Thanos,
I mean,
spine.
That comic was complete oversimplification. Like, that was just too much for your level of knowledge, honestly. But
Meh.
so I don't remember. I'm not surprised you don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
When they like plant the toothpick Groot in the tree, and then he takes over the whole tree.
That's zero recollection. When did we read Secret? How long ago was this?
Years.
I was gonna say it had to be a thing like from a while back.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. And I think some of it just like a lot of it just blurs, For even at the point I was when we read a lot of it, and even like just now, like there's just so much, and kind of reading it, like hopping between stuff. And the fact that I don't have the physical books on hand, so I can't just flip through them and look at the good shit now and again. Whatever.
Sorry, I'm trying to track down when this episode was. I'm probably just gonna give up.
Yeah, it's fair. You didn't just Google Salt Circle podcast Secret Wars? Episode 127, Secret Wars and Hoxpox.
Oh.
That's why I don't remember Secret Wars.
Right, because we also did Hoxpox.
I remembered not all of Hoxpox, but that one definitely is the thing that's stuck in my brain.
Yeah.
That
was just that episode existed because I'd been wanting to read those comics for so long. I'm like, fucking doing it.
Hell yeah.
That one was for me.
I completely forgot that. I know we did Hoxpox. I completely forgot that we had Secret Wars alongside it. That's fucking funny. Oh, good shit. Yeah. Do you have anything in like is that something in the repertoire? Dynamic duos that's fun, hopefully.
Well, where my brain goes is we could do. It's not a duo, but we could just do Gotham City Sirens, that also Paul Dini wrote. That's about Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Black Cat.
I mean, that's
and hanging out.
That's a fucking easy.
It's low hanging fruit.
That's an easy yes. I was even like when I was thinking about like the whole duo thing right after I finished this comic, I thought of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, but I mean, yeah, fucking.
That's just another comic where like the whole appeal of it is just characters hanging out.
Hell yeah.
There's not like a story I remember. I just remember it being good vibes.
Hell yeah. No, that's the one. What a easy slam dunk. Gave you a step ladder right up to the hoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock that shit in.
It's a podcast. SaltCirclePodcast@gmail.com, SaltCirclePod, Twitter, and I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
I'm not, but I'm having a good time reading all these comics.
Sometimes comics are just fine.
Yeah,
enjoyable.
That's fine.
You just consume them. They just go in like air, and then you're done.
Yeah, and it's just a nice moment. Way to kill some time pleasantly.
Well, peace.